Okay, this is for the second year. Uh, uh, is it second year? It's the third year, right? You guys is third year. Okay, it's okay. It's maybe to a second and third year. And this is for the control lab for BEKM, both section 1 and section 2. The time for session 1 should be today from 2 to 5 p.m. and session 2 will be tomorrow at the same time 2 to 5 p.m. Okay, so for today's session is only for the briefing, the whole period of what we are going to have for this semester. Okay, so for those who come in today for session 2, you are not going to have, you may not, it's okay for you not to come tomorrow because it's going to be the same material, and as long as the attendance is captured, should be okay. All right. Okay, so I'm going to share you the agenda for today. Let me share with you guys. Okay, that will be a few things that I'm going to announce. All right, no problem. I'm going to share first the briefing first. Okay, like this. For those who wants to do the section change, I mean you want to change the section time, this is the rules. Okay, the rules will be like this. We are going to give the what you call the decision from you to pick your own teammates. So means that if your teammates majority come from the other section, so means that you have to change to that particular session. Because if not, we are going to have a problem when keying the marks. Okay, so I repeat. For example, that you are actually in section 1 and you intend to have a group with another 2 from section 2. So my best advice is for you to change the session from section 1 to section 2. So make sure that the majority or all of you is in the same section. Okay, I'm going to give you the chances to work together, because I know that when you work with your friends currently in this situation, right, this is going to be a hard situation because you can work together. It's up to you when you have a free time. Let's say, for example, if I'm going to assign you your teammates, it's going to be very troublesome because you are not going to know that when you're going to, you have to online with each other to talk with each other. So clear about the session? The changes must be done by this week or next week. I don't want you guys to wait for the changes on the name, because by third week I'm going to download all the names, and the name should be already correlated with the session that you want to join. It should be fixed over there. Okay, make sure that you have the same team. Okay, but the timetable is clash. What does it mean, Muhammad Shara Azlan? But the timetable is clash. So that's the case. If not, then you have to come back together on the same session that you are assigned to. Because if the timetable is clash, it's quite hard for us to do the changes. Because right now the time for session 1 is on Monday, and the session 2 is on Tuesday. Okay, that's clear for this session. That's why I have to be clear with you on the session itself. All right, so we can proceed. So welcome to the class for the lab session, technical briefing for BEKC 2421. This is only 1 credit. All right. I'm going to be the lead for this particular lab, and I'm going to be brief you guys about the subject itself. All right, the lab itself. So for the learning account, very simple. This is going to be uploaded back in the ULearn and also in Microsoft Teams. So this is what we are going to do. This is about the learning outcome. So most of the lab having this the same thing. So you have to investigate, analyze using scientific. This is all engineering stuff. Appropriate tools is also engineering stuff. Communicate is you need to work together with your friends as a teammate, as a team player. And finally, you have to demonstrate practical competency and ability to work in team. So as there is no direction for us to meet up in university, so this is going to be 100% so far on the online session for the lab. And luckily for you, for most of this subject, for this lab, is going to be most of related to the simulation using MATLAB and Simulink. And probably the last one will be in Proteus. Okay, so you can work together later. Okay, the agenda for today is going to give the introductions about the instructor who's going to be part of this team, the implementation of the lab, timeline, documents on the related documents, and the last one is about the health and safety briefing. This is may not really related because we are not in the lab right now. Okay, so this is our instructors. Okay, so for session 1, we have Dr. Chow for the first session and Encik Zamzuri on the second session. We have Dr. Sharil on the first session and we have Dr. Nurdiana on the second session. And for the lab 3, we have Cik Numaisara, both lab sessions, and I'm going to help her on that. Okay, what we are going to have on the attendance is, so every Monday or every Tuesday, I want the instructor to get the attendance from you. Means that when you log in to the Microsoft Teams, the attendance is captured. And I'm not going to have a I'm not going to make your life is miserable. So after you get the attendance done, you may log out from the system. Because I know that it's going to be 3 hours. I'm not going to waste your data over there. If you need to ask any questions, I'm going to assign all of these instructors to be there at the particular time online. So it means that you can log in back to the system and ask questions. Okay, again, you must log in to Microsoft Teams to get the attendance check. It is automatically done by the system. Once you log in, your name will be captured. And after that, you can log out and do the work together with your friends or whatever that particular time. Okay, so it's going to be quite lenient from me. As long as we can get the attendance from you, should be okay. Right, so there's a questions here. Yes, the attendance is captured today. Once you log in, it's captured. That's the case. For most of the online learning process, right? I'm not going to ask you to key in anything by using any phone. I'm going to rely on the log. Means that every time you log in and go to the class, it's automatically logged at the systems. So I'm going to download from there. And if I'm going to assign you from Ulearn, for example, then it's also logged from there. Means it's very easy for us to get your attendance. So again, starting from next week, when the lab starts, you have to log in to the Microsoft Teams. I'm going to open up the Microsoft Teams. You can log in and later you can log out. If you have the data problems, normally that we don't want to waste your data for 2 to 3 hours, right? So unless you have your own family broadband, which is can be used 100%. For those who have limitations on data, as long as you come to the class and log into the system, and it should be fine. Okay, all right. So that's the rules. So this is the names. I'm going to put all this down later in the share drive in the Teams and Ulearn. Okay. Student will be divided into 3 students per group. Okay. Again, this is the rules. Maximum only 3. Unless there are extra student, then I'm going to give what you call that, chances for him or her to go to that particular group, any group that he wants. So the rules will be 3 first, okay? 2 is not allowed. 2 is not allowed. So you must have 3 students, and that's why by week 3, I want you all to complete the registration. I'm going to pass you the I'm going to send you guys the complete list of names of the this group, this lab, and you have to select your own teammate and put over there. I'm going to finalize how it works. So by this week, you finalize your team name, and then by the 3rd week, I'm going to give you an Excel sheet, and you have to respond to me through the forms. Who are your teammates over there? I will look at the survey forms. So questions? Do we have to divide ourselves, or you will make the groups? No, I'm not going to divide your groups. You have to pick your own groups. Only 3 in a group. So that's why again, if your team is on the same section, for example, that 2 of the teammate is on the second section, so you have to change your section to the second one. We want you to have the same group with the same section. Okay, so pick your own team, pick your own friends. Okay, next one. Any questions? All right, if no, then we are going to proceed. So there will be 3 labs anyway in these sessions. So we have the first one, which is a lab 1, signal and system. Lab 2 is open and closed loop system, and the last one will be instrumentation system. Okay, so finally you have to submit to us 3 lab reports. Okay, so implementation will be 3 module per semester, which is that one just now. 3 weeks per module, including practical tests and technical report writing. Okay, the assessment will be done by the instructor later. Teaching plan, this is all in ULearn. Lab work assessment plus peer evaluation, this is all in documents. Then the teaching plan, all you can get from ULearn. This is implementation. So let's look at how it works. Now is week 2nd, the 2nd week now, week 2, right? So this is a briefing for today. Next week you start, you come to the class and log your attendance, then you can work together from the 1st week up to the 5th week. So you have this week 1, 2, 3. So each session will be 3 weeks. So on the 3rd week, this is going to be an assessment from the instructor to you. So you must attend on this session for the instructions. Sorry, for the what you call that? For the assessment. So the lecturer will come here and do the assessment with you guys. In this final week, you have also to submit the lab report. So there are 2 things over here. On the 3rd week, you must complete the lab assessment and also the lab report. So later on the next week 6 is going to be the 2nd cycle, which is the 2nd lab. Again, you are going to do the same thing. On the 3rd week, you are going to have the assessment and the lab submission, which is in week 8 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. And then you have the last one, 1, 2, 3. Sorry, this is lab implementation. Why this one 4? This one 3. It should be 3 only. So in week 3, then you are going to do the assessment and the lab report submission. And on week 13 here, there will be a test. The test, I think that based on the current situation, should be online tests. It's just like you have to take the exam. Okay, this is the final week for the whole semester. Then week 14, then we have to do our work. Alright, so is there any questions on here? So anything that, or because this is midterm break, I'm going to let you guys know when is the date. It's much easier. I'm going to update these slides anyway. Okay, any question? How about attendance for today? Today, once you log in to the Microsoft team, I already have your attendance captured. That is the method. Every time you log in to the system to do the class online, it's automatically captured your name. So there will be no problem. Okay, as long as you come to the class. Okay, Ikhwan? Okay, there's another question. If two from my team are from section 2, but if I want to change to section 2, my timetable will clash with different subject. Should be okay as long as you can work together with them. Alright, Muhammad Sharul Azlan. I consider that you can work together with him offline. Means that you can change to session 2 in my class, but you can go to the other class, but you have to log in first your attendance here before you go to the class. Then you can work together with your teammate. Okay? You have to figure out to schedule your time to work together on the lab. Alright. If there's no problem, then we can proceed. So I'm going to update the dates over here later, and I'm going to pass it to you guys through Ulearn or the Microsoft Teams. Alright. Assessment. Assessment going to be 100% total. 30% will be the lab report and assessment from the instructors. Okay. 30% is from the practical lab test at each end of the experiment. Okay, there will be the test for all of the lab, which is going to be conducted at the end of the semester. Then you have the peer evaluation. This is where you have to give marks to your friends in the team. So that's why if your friend do not do work, so you have to penalize him or her. And then you have this lab test 25%. Okay, quite confusing this one. So I'm going to update these two things. Okay, next one. What else just now? Somebody asked. Okay, next one. So this is the assessment again. So this is where the marks is actually mapped to the learning outcome. So this is just for your reference only. This is going to be the final result for us. And then this rules and regulation is not really there, but you must be on time to log into the system for your attendance. So number 2, because you guys work at home, so follow your home code of conduct. Not in this anymore. And then yes, 80% attendance is required for final exam. That's why we need your attendance to be logged in the system. Okay, again, lower than 50% student will be given a warning, and lower than 80% student will be barred from lab session and fail with grade E. This is what we are going to give to you guys. So clear, you must come. And on the 3rd week, you must come all together because we have the assessment. Okay, that's for sure. Okay, any questions on this one? Attendance is a must, Okay, consultation hours is based on appointment through emails or verbally. So we can have that one later. So lab session document. Somebody's calling me. Hold on. Who's this? I don't want to answer. Hello, hello. Hello, siapa ni? Fiza. Tak apa, zaman ni dah dapat. It's okay. Saya call. Okay, bye. Dah kelas, bye. Sorry. Okay, right. So we proceed. Okay, log documents can be downloaded from Ulearn, UTEM, or also from the Microsoft Teams. Again, plagiarism is very important. Plagiarism and cheating are not allowed because, of course, the lab is not so many. So the same instructor will be mark your lab report. So high chances for you guys to have your report being found if plagiarism happen is quite high. So once you get caught, it's very problem. So there will be no marks given. So that's very clear. Okay, so please bear and try to work in a team to come up with the report. Right? So again, any announcement will be informed through Yulen or class representative. This is what we are going to do. Same thing. This is an online system. Any questions on the rules and regulation before we proceed? Okay, no questions. Okay, let's move. Okay, reminder. This is not reminder everything. Preparation just come on the time to log on your attendance. Okay, this is plagiarism. This is about copying. So we are not going to what you call that accept these types of issues. So we are not going to have this one. So once we get caught, we have a problem on that. 0 marks will be given there. Okay, next one. Rated documents. This is all about the document safety. But I'm going to work with them whether you guys need to do this procedure or not, because of course we are not in the lab anymore at the moment. All of you is at your home doing the lab. All right. Okay. This is the form, the lab sheets. You can get it from Yulen, and you can refer this later. Okay. This is all the rubrics. Also, I'm going to put it in the Yulen for you guys to look at it, and it's much easier for you to come up with the report. Where do you want to score? This is all the things. And I think that this is the method how we are going to submit the file. At the moment, right, I think that we are going to submit all the lab report at Yulen. So I'm going to open up the Yulen later. Then you're going to proceed to submit all the reports later in the Yulen. All right, this is the normal process that you went through last time. Okay, this is basically the example of plagiarism. So you can see that it's essentially the same. So once you have all these same thing, plagiarism issues, then you're going to have problems on the marks. Okay, so this is just a reminder or warnings for those who want to do this one. Right? So I'm not going to responsible for that. We told you guys already. This is the time for you to work together and come up with your own report. Okay. For health and safety, I think that I'm going to skip all this because we are not working in the lab anyway. But you can just go and read this one. This is related maybe at your home. So not really related at lab over here. So this is about all ergonomics, blah, blah, blah. Then you can just work on that. Okay, the last one is so no food beverages allowed. Of course, your home you can bring your own food no matter what. So that is all for the briefing today. So any questions on the briefing today or not? So it's already 2:31 already.
No, doctor, no question.
No questions, clear? So lab is very simple. So that is for the briefing for today. And then for those section 2, which is not yet what you call that, attend for this one, I'm going to post the video for them tomorrow, and then they need to log on their attendance tomorrow at the same time. Okay, if there's no problem, then I think we can log out and have a good day for today. Thanks very much for attending the briefing for today.
Thank you, doctor.
All right, thank you very much. See you guys.
Thank
Take
you,
care.
doctor.
Thank
Take
you,
care,
doctor.
and yeah, the issue is very bad. Take care of yourself.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, doctor.